Have you ever wondered how we locate any place on the Earth? It's a question that piques curiosity and invites a sense of exploration. Today, let's delve into the fascinating world of geographical coordinates, a system as intriguing as it is practical. Imagine, if you will, a globe. Now picture a web spun around it. This web is not spun by a spider, but by the lines of latitude and longitude, creating a global grid that helps us pinpoint any location on Earth. Just as a street address helps us find a specific building in a bustling city, these coordinates allow us to locate any spot from the highest mountain peak to the deepest ocean trench on our vast planet. Every spot on Earth has a unique address, expressed through two numbers, latitude and longitude. Latitude is a measure of how far north or south a point is from the equator, while longitude tells us how far east or west a location is from the prime meridian, an imaginary line that runs from the North Pole to the South Pole through Greenwich, England. The first number, latitude, ranges from 0 at the equator to 90 at the poles. The second number, longitude, ranges from 0 at the prime meridian to 180 degrees, both east and west. Where these two numbers intersect, we find a unique point on Earth. It's a lot like finding a building in a city. The name of the street is akin to latitude, telling you how far you are from a central point. The house number, like longitude, tells you how far along that street you need to go. It's a simple yet ingenious system that allows us to navigate our way around the world. So whether you're planning a trip to the distant corners of the globe or merely satisfying your curiosity, remember this: latitude and longitude are more than just lines on a map. They are the keys to understanding our world's geography and to unlocking the secrets of our planet. So, in essence, latitude and longitude are the street address of any point on Earth. Now imagine the Earth as an orange sliced in half. The lines running horizontally around it are lines of latitude. These lines, also known as parallels, weave their way east to west around our globe, like rings on a tree trunk. But what do they measure, you ask? Latitude lines measure the distance north or south of the equator, which sits at the heart of our orange Earth at 0 degrees. From there, the lines expand outward in both directions, up to 90 degrees at the poles. Speaking of poles, the North and South poles are the extreme points of latitude. Standing at the North Pole, you'd be at 90 degrees north latitude, while at the South Pole you'd be at 90 degrees south. So you see, latitude is like a geographical ladder climbing up and down the Earth from pole to pole. So latitude tells us how far north or south a place is. On the other hand, if we think of the Earth as the same orange, but sliced from top to bottom, we see lines running vertically. These are lines of longitude. Now imagine these lines, or meridians as they are often called, stretching from the North Pole all the way down to the South Pole. They're like invisible strings holding our planet together, running the full vertical length of the globe. These lines of longitude serve a crucial purpose. They help us measure distances east or west of a certain line known as the prime meridian. It's kind of like the starting line in a race, set at 0 degrees. But where is this prime meridian, you ask? It's in Greenwich, England. Yes, that's right, a small town in London has the honor of being the starting point for all longitude measurement on Earth. So, longitude tells us how far east or west a place is. It's like the Earth's built-in compass, always pointing us in the right direction. But how do these two sets of lines help us pinpoint a location, you may ask? Well, the magic lies in their intersection. Let's imagine a vast, invisible grid spanning the entire globe, formed by these lines of latitude and longitude. Every point on this grid is a unique combination of a latitude line and a longitude line. Let's take, for example, the Eiffel Tower. This iconic landmark sits at approximately 48.86 degrees north latitude and 2.295 degrees east longitude. So, if we follow the line of 48.86 degrees north across the globe, and then trace the line of 2.295 degrees east, their intersection brings us to the very base of the Eiffel Tower. In essence, by knowing the specific latitude and longitude of a place, we can pinpoint its exact location on our earthly grid. And that's how we can locate any place on the Earth using its unique latitude and longitude. To sum it all up, latitude lines running east-west measure north or south positioning, while longitude lines running north-south gauge east or west location. Their intersection pinpoints a place's exact spot. Next time you're exploring a map or using a GPS, remember the role of these invisible lines. Until next time, keep exploring.